Okay, how about now? Can anybody hear me? Okay, you're muted. Let's unmute you.
Yep, I'm back.
All right, dude.
You're good. You're good.
Everything was working completely fine when we were in the pre-show. We were sitting there talking. Sorry about that, everybody. Testicle difficulties. Oh my Lanta. Woo. Okay, we're back. We're back and we're here. Welcome to the Real Live Perspective Show. Apologies for that delay, but we're back. Okay, so guys, we got Creepy Steve in the house. Say hi to the internet, young man.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, so let's get right into it, man. Let's get into the first segment so we can get you sketched. We're excited to have you here, sir. We really appreciate you taking time out of your weekend to come hang out with us. So let's get into the real spotlight, guys. Okay, Creepy Steve, let's talk about you. Where are you from? What's your pet's name? What's your mother's maiden name? All that fun stuff. Just kidding. But yeah, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, man, because we just met as well. So I'd love to. I want to get to know you, man. Tell us about yourself.
Well, thank you for having me. First, I really appreciate it. It's always cool to make new friends through the love of Garbage Pail Kids and things like that. But I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and been on a crazy art journey whirlwind the past 3-4 years. It's really kind of just picked up and gone a little crazy. So it's been really cool to live out a passion that I've had since I was a kid, just in the last couple of years. So yeah, it's been fun, man. I started out in the world of, honestly started out in the world of NFTs and created a project that was just kind of an homage to Garbage Pail Kids called Non-Fungible Creeps. And
okay, I was going to ask you, what does NFT stand for?
Yeah, it's non-fungible token. So I took that, spun it into creeps, and made it. They're just collectible pieces of digital art. And my whole thing was kind of the inspiration was when I was a kid, I collected Garbage Pail Kids, and people are collecting NFTs like they're collectible trading cards. So I took that passion and I attached physical art to it. So if you bought an NFT from me, you would get a sketch card sent to you also. So that's kind of how it started. And then I learned that there was a world of sketch cards built in the Garbage Pail Kid kind of realm. So I was like, wait a second, they've got people drawing Garbage Pail Kids. Let me be a part of that. So I kind of pestered Topps for a couple months and sent them my work, and eventually they paid attention, and that's how it just started.
Like I said, it sounds like it paid off, man. Persistence is key. It sounds like, right?
Absolutely. If you want something, kids, you gotta chase it.
There you go. And speaking of chases, I understand you just were. So were you were out? Some of your sketches are out in this latest Topps Garbage Pail Kids Chrome. Is that correct?
Yeah, this is my my rookie set of Garbage Pail Kids sketch cards that I'm involved with Topps. Garbage Pail Kids Chrome Series 7. So it's been really fun for me to see some people reach out and be like, hey, man, I don't know who you are. Creepy Steve's a cool name, but I just pulled one of your sketch cards, and just kind of meet new collectors that way. So it's been pretty awesome, man.
That's cool. So we're gonna take a journey down your Instagram here, just show off your art here, man. It's really cool stuff. Yeah. So there were so many things that caught my eye, when I stumbled across you. I don't even remember how I stumbled across you. I just remember, I think maybe you came across my feed or something along those lines. And I think it was maybe a My Pet Monster that I saw. I was like, oh, bro, we're kindred spirits. Right
I love My Pet Monster.
Yeah. And then there was other stuff too. But I mean, just guys, look at this art. I always think of the movie when I think of Alligator.
Dude, that's one of my. I know the movie is like probably some people's favorite worst movie, but the character of Alligator is just awesome. He's such a this New York alligator street dude. He's great.
And there's got to be some famous voice actors in that movie. There's got to be. I can't say I've looked up who the cast was, but there's got to be some people that are now just blown up famous voice actors, like either Jim Cummings or Billy West is in there or something like that. But so this was another one of my favorites, man. There's something about this zombie that I love. Night of the Living Dead. I love Return of the Living Dead specifically. And that's what this one reminds me of. I don't know why, but do you think that's what the spoof was for Return of the Living Dead for this guy?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, during, what is that? I mean, we're talking like 85, 84. That's gotta be something that's kind of in everyone's, especially if you're an illustrator in general, you kind of gravitate towards, fantasy horror stuff.
Yeah. And I love this guy too, because those glasses remind me of in the 90s when Pizza Hut did, well, when did Back to the Future 2 come out? Was it in the late 80s?
Ooh, the second one?
Yeah.
I think that was early 90s. I'm pretty sure that was like 91, 92. I think you're spot on, something around there.
So that's all I can picture when I see those kind of glasses. Well, two things. I see, because Pizza Hut did the promos for the sunglasses. Do you remember that in the 90s?
Yeah. Oh my God. When Pizza Hut was really cool to go to. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Those are the best. Those are the best times.
Oh man.
And also the movie Mannequin. The hairdresser. Yeah, dude, the hairdresser guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But yeah, he reminded me. His glasses were always on point, man. His glasses were on point for sure.
Absolutely.
But man, love your work, man. Stevie TV. He became my number one because of the first time I think I saw him was in a We Hate the 90s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's before that. I'm sure he's been in multiple series and things like that. But that was the first time I ever saw him. I think he's on. Oh, where is he on? I have a hobby box back there, but it's not Stevie TV. It's some guy wearing almost like a Nirvana T-shirt. He's got braces and stuff. I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
He's one of those characters, dude, that just kind of stood the test of time with Garbage Pail Kids. Like, there's a certain amount of their library of characters that have just become like their Mickey Mouse, their Minnie Mouse, their Donald Duck. There's like a group of them that people just love, and there's fans of Garbage Pail Kids who will be collectors of everything that's TV Stevie or Nat Nerd, or there's just so many. Adam Bomb, like there's that core group of characters that people just love.
Absolutely, totally. Oh man. Oh here it is. This is the one. Yeah. How do I make a My Pet Monster? Oh, dude, this is so great.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Love it. And if you can look here, I'll spotlight it for a moment. Playing in the background, guys. Obviously, we got Mortal Kombat 2 on the arcade machine back here, but an old VHS. A lot of people didn't even know this was a real thing. But what is playing back there on this old school VHS CRT TV, ladies and gentlemen, is the 1986 My Pet Monster live action film. I don't know if you know that. Did you ever? Do you remember this? You remember this?
Wait a second. There's a live action film?
Yes.
No, I did not know that.
So here is the cover. Here's the cover. Let me blow that back up for you. But yeah, here's. God. So I paid way too much money, and it came beat up. It came this week. It got delivered this week because I wanted it for the live stream tonight. Wow. But I've got the plushies and all that just because I'm so obsessed with it. But I also love, and I know you know this, the cartoon series, right? You remember the cartoon series?
Super cool. Absolutely.
Yeah. And here he is. Here's the VHS of my very first episode of watching it was Goodbye Handcuffs. And anybody, if you've never seen that stuff, you can go watch clips on YouTube of it, and it's just fantastic. And dude, another thing I paid way too much money for. Look at this thing. Look.
Is that like an animated version of him? Like the cartoon version?
Yeah, it's a dog. Cool. They made a dog toy out of him.
No.
That's so awesome. Look right here, look. Squeak toy right there, dog toys. Isn't that hilarious? Cool. That's so funny. But yeah, I love My Pet Monster, and that's what drew me to you, man. And we are here tonight to enjoy some of your delicious art live. And I'm sure everybody in the audience here, I can't wait to jump in the chat here in a second. But man, is there anything that you want to plug? Is there anything you want to showcase on here, or any of the websites? Or we just cruising here on Instagram before you get going on your sketch here? Because I know it's going to take a little bit.
I mean, I've got my hands in so many things right now. It's kind of exciting at this time, but like, you know, I'm gonna definitely, the world of non-fungible creeps that I've created is gonna continue in the next couple months. Down the road in the summer, we've done 2 seasons. I've done 2 seasons of the creeps, and they've done pretty well. And then season 3 is gonna drop, and I plan on doing physical trading cards for the creeps for season 3. So that'll be I did like a small amount that was only for people who owned NFTs, and that went really quick. And then there were some people who reached out who didn't own NFTs that were interested. So next drop, I want to put out in the wax packs, man, because you got to have them in the wax packs, like old school Garbage Pail Kids. And I'm gonna put those out within 2025. Just if you follow me, I'm sure you'll see stuff coming out. And yeah, just more. I got some NFT projects, and I'll be involved with more top stuff really coming out soon that I can't really talk about yet, but there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. And yeah, I'm excited, man. There's gonna be a lot. I put on Garbage Pail Kids back here, by the way. So there's
let's see it. Hold on, let me see.
There's I had that in there.
Oh,
so there's alligator.
There's alligator.
Yeah, shout out to. By the way, I got to plug this real quick, just because it's really cool. I got this VHS because if you try to find that VHS, the original VHS, it goes for a lot on eBay. So shout out to Red Planet Video. This girl makes really awesome custom VHS cases, and she does the tape, has the sticker on it. She made this Garbage Pail Kids VHS for me. It's like $35, and it's cheaper than finding one of the old VHS movies. So really cool.
Bro, I want to say I think I just purchased something. Was it from Etsy?
Yeah, she has an Etsy shop. Yeah.
I want to say I just bought something from her because I'm a huge fan of I mean, something similar. It's not that movie. It's an actual Are You Afraid of the Dark? I don't know if it's the same people, but they made like a hard case like that. And obviously they reprinted the art and everything. And they made it look old school, but it's an old VHS. But they basically take like a bunch of just, you know how we used to do when we were kids. We were just popping a VHS and just record for hours, whatever was on TV, right?
Right on it. Yeah. Yeah.
And so whoever I bought it from made like 4 hours worth of Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes on one VHS. Oh, wow. Yeah. So instead of, I've got some Snick stuff like these things right here. It's a combo of Snick Saturday Night Nickelodeon. I don't know if you remember Snick. That was my jam. I
absolutely remember Snick. Yep.
So, and I can only find like 1 to 2 episode VHSs of Are You Afraid of the Dark, but they're running for like $50 a VHS, something crazy like that. And this person, it's good for me because I'm just gonna have her playing in the background over here. So 4 hours of Are You Afraid of the Dark, man. So I want to say, so what's the name of the company again?
Red Planet Video.
Red Planet Video. Shout out Red Planet Video. Thanks for doing and making and creating great products for us to relive that nostalgia, man. Really,
yeah, absolutely. Cool. There's so many people doing that. It's pretty awesome.
But I left up this guy here because it's funny. I always do. Coming up next, we have the real news, and we always do a movie fact and foreshadow. So stay tuned for the real news coming up next after this for Mr. Candyman. But man, this is cool. So did you do anything on the Craniacs, or you just love Craniacs, or?
Oh no, I got my hands on an autographed box. And I just was super excited to rip those packs open. Really,
that's cool.
Showing them off.
I've seen the Craniacs.
Yeah, it's really cool. Joe Simcoe is a New York local, so when he actually did a signing there, I got to talk to him a little bit. I feel very lucky to be in the area of Brooklyn that I'm in because I'm not too far away from Industry City. And if you find out what Industry City is it's the old Tops office where the birth of Garbage Pail Kids. So to go there, yeah, there's a lot of history there, man. And if you go down to the lower level of Industry City, you could still smell, and if you're underneath the office area, you could still smell the bubble gum like in the concrete, dude.
Love it.
It's insane. It's absolutely, and it's really cool to have that little piece of history there.
And I will say, I've eaten some of the bubble gum out of some of these packs.
You did it?
Packs. Oh yeah. I do it all the time, and I will say it does taste like concrete, so that makes perfect sense. So good deal, man. Okay, well, dude, I'm gonna let you get going on your sketch there, man, and we're gonna just roll with some games here while you're playing there. But I mean, man, we're looking forward to seeing what you got for us tonight, and let's jump into this chat. Coming in first, the first to the key, ladies and gentlemen, first to the egg. We got the girl dad. Andy is excited for this. Andy is a good buddy. I was on their show last night, the Rushmore show. They do Thursday nights, and they do pop culture, top 4, and nothing more. Yeah, so I guess on there last night we did our favorite guitar solos. So that was a fun time. So
that sounds pretty cool.
Nunchuck, let's go. Welcome in, Nunchuck. Looks like, I mean, obviously looks like another sketch artist there. You know, there's a fan of yours?
This is a buddy of mine. Yeah, he's got one of my NFTs as his profile picture.
That's great, man. Welcome to the Real Life Perspective Show, Nunchuck. Glad to have you. No, okay, let's skip all this. Let's skip all this negativity. Handsome dudes. Soda City Flips. Shane, that's my good friend Shane over Soda City Flips. What's he saying? Handsome dudes, but it's prefer to not just look at you. Thanks, Shane. Me and Shane and Keith from Vintage Sports Flips and Andy, the King of Pennants, once a month we do a show together called Hops and Hits, where we do some beer tasting and we rip some card packs, man. So we have a good time with that. And these guys are all over district and whatnot, and they're selling stuff like crazy, man. They got some really great deals if you're into all kinds of like vintage sports memorabilia. Or Shane just launched his first marketplace, the Crooked Spine. If you're into sci-fi and horror and fantasy books, you know, you can go over there and snag a lot of great deals from his marketplace over on dibdit.com. And make sure you guys check it out. Dibdit, I think it's just called dibdit.com, maybe / the Crooked Spine, or just go to the crookedspine.com. Shane, type in, well, let me do it. I don't know. I know it's the crookedspine.com. And
that sounds like everything awesome, by the way. Beer, trading cards, sci-fi, horror books. I'm into it.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun, and we all rip something different. Like Keith and Andy are big into sports, right? So they do a lot of sports things, and that's how I kind of got into this, was watching them breaking boxes and trying to get those hits of these. I'm not a huge sports guy. I don't know tons of it, but they're the ones who kind of got me thinking, you know what I don't see a lot of? People ripping a lot of like pop culture cards, movie cards, and stuff like that. So that's what got me into this. And then, of course, to find out Garbage Pail Kids have been rocking since, 2000, back in like 2015 is whenever they started releasing them again, to look, because I don't think any of the vintage Garbage Pail Kids, they didn't have like parallels and auto cards and sketch cards, right?
No, it's become a lot more of a culture to collect that stuff in the recent incarnation of all the Garbage Pail Kids themed series and things like that.
Right. And I love the new stuff because it's a lot of throwbacks to the stuff we grew up with. Yeah. Like Intergalactic, and we hate the 90s, we hate the 80s. I love all of those things, that the references, and even Mark Pingmore, what's his name, who does magic marker art.
Oh yeah, he's great with his horrible kids.
Yeah, he does the horrible kids, and he does slop culture kids and teenage mutant canister kids. He does all those great things, man. And so I've got to, he's does some really great work too as well, man. So I love the culture. I love learning something new every time we get into this stuff, man. So,
and we need guys like you who do this, by the way. So thank you for having a show like this. Just put a little spotlight on non-sports cards and just nostalgic pop culture stuff. Really appreciate that.
I gotta tell you, man, it's a niche. It's a really niche, it's just a niche topic that we have here on my channel because I've been trying to grow it, man. I mean, yes, I've got quite a few subscribers, but the view hours are what is the hardest part to get. And it's just a niche market to be in right now. But I love doing what I do. I'm not really in it. I would love to get monetized one of these days and just to, start making some quarters so I can, go down to the Taco Bell to the value menu and all that good stuff. But I got to tell you, I just love being able to do what I do. I started this back on April 28th of 2023. So I've been at it for 2 years now, going on 3. And I didn't even know this. My first live stream was on Masters of the Universe Day. Did you know there was even a Masters of the Universe Day?
I did not know there's an official day for it.
Yeah, it's April 28th every day. Let me confirm that. It's been a while since I looked it up. Oh, yeah, Masters of the Universe Day.
Super excited about that movie, by the way. Finally, I thought I would die never seeing another take on the Masters of the Universe movie, but I'm glad that they're making something. Hope it's good, but I'm glad they're making something.
Oh man. Okay, we're gonna have to get into this because Masters of the Universe Day is April 28th. It says right here, while it's not widely recognized, the official Masters of the Universe Day, fans often celebrate April 28th in recognition of the Power Tour that was running through LA at the time. So that's why they celebrate that date as Masters of the Universe Day.
Interesting.
But yeah, I got some concerns.
Always gonna have concerns, man.
Yeah.
Concerns.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll watch it because I love He-Man and all that stuff. And the cast, I like Idris Elba. I don't mind that they casted him as Man-at-Arms. I am worried that they're gonna, Jared Leto is gonna be like the same Joker from Suicide Squad with the grill, but only with Skeletor. Bling Skeletor. Because if you've been following it, what the main actor who's playing Adam, I don't know his name. I don't know any of these young actors.
Yeah,
but he was saying that it's not going to be like the show. It's not going to be like the show. It's going to be on Earth. And I got to thinking, well, that was what the 1989 Dolph Lundgren movie was. I wonder if
they screwed up. I'll be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I agree. I like you got all this technology, green screens. You got Marvel that can go off on different planets for in-game and things like that. But Masters of the Universe can't make Eternia. Come on, what's going on?
That's a red flag, man. That's all right. That's concerning.
I hear that's a budget thing. Because who was it that I was talking to? I was watching an interview about the Beastmaster. Do you remember the Beastmaster?
Oh yeah, dude. I remember. Surprisingly, a great movie, by the way.
Yeah, awesome movie. Oh, it was an interview with the actor. I can't think of his name. He was in V, the TV series. But he was on there talking about, we had to do part 2. The story had to be on Earth in LA because they didn't have a budget. And so that's where my mind goes whenever I see why they're doing Earth is because they don't have a big budget for this movie, whatever. But
that's what I always think about. Like, if they came out with Garbage Pail Kids, the movie today, like a lot of the characters that are really popular, like Atom Bomb in 1980, you couldn't make his head explode and have a cool effect. Like, if that came out today, there would be a cool CG effect, I'm sure. And he constantly hits that button, and it's fun to watch. And they wouldn't look like creepy little demons in ceramic head costumes or whatever the hell they are. So paper mache. Exactly. Look a lot better. I would think.
For sure. I would love to see that. There's actually a short movie that's made. It's an animated movie, but it's if you buy, there's a Garbage Pail Kids game that just came out, and I bought it here. I have it. What is it called? It's called.
With Mad Mike.
What's it called?
With Mad Mike, right? He's got the sword.
Yeah, Mad Mike. But yeah, that's it. What one of the extras in the game is an actual 10-minute long animated movie. Did you see that one? Did you see
I
that?
did. It was really cool, and I loved what they
Yeah,
did with that. It was really fun, man. Yeah.
definitely really fun. Well, let's say hi to Jasmine Solar. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, and thanks
Oh,
for
what's up,
your.
stepmom? That's my stepmom.
Oh, hey, thanks for your patience. We appreciate it very much. We got Michelle up in here saying, "So is the sound going to work?" Just wondering. Yeah, I know. We're here. We got it figured out. Yep. Stephen talk. Okay, more of this.
All right.
There
All
you
right.
are. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Let's catch back up here.
Here we are.
It's working now. Let's go. Danny B in the house. Welcome in to the Real Life Perspective Show. Thanks for being here. Girl Dad, love it. Love it. That's sick. It's one of your art, obviously. Return of the Living Dead is my favorite zombie movie. It's a fantastic movie. We'll get into my favorite zombie movie tonight. It's on the list. I will give you that. It's just a nostalgia pull for me for lots of reasons. If my brother's watching, if he's hanging out, we'll tell him about it. But it says Nunchuck, my PFP is one of his NFTs. Ben, my PFP, all these abbreviations. Okay, I'm just gonna read them like the words.
Profile picture.
Yeah. My PIF is my NIF. And so on here, since I got it right on, man. Steven, good luck. You're so talented.
Oh, yes. Boy. Thank you.
I love the support. Creepy Steve's biggest fans in VA. That's what I'm talking about. All the way over there. We got great show, guys. Cool, man. crookedspine.com. Talented and good taste. Very nice. Says Layla Book. Yeah. Right on, man. Well, thank you for being here. Appreciate you very much. And the chat, speaking of Barton brother, here's my brother. The chat is in the house. R has spoken. He wants your children. Little Beastmaster quote there, guys. And then we got, that was my favorite. Beautiful. And we're all cut up, man. So let's get you sketching, man. Let's get you sketching, and we'll get onto some games and all that fun stuff. And so make any adjustments you need to do, and let's rock and roll, my friend. I'm going to pull up a couple of things over here.
To not screw this up, but I hope you guys get to see somewhat what I'm doing here. Oh, boy.
That's going to be just great. Okay, and then we talked about this earlier. We're going to do this and then move this over here. So we got a little bit bigger. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay. Awesome. Let's do this. Very good. What else did I have over here? Cool. Well, while you start your sketch, young man, we are going to get into our our second segment since we did the real spotlight. So let's talk about real news. Guys, on the real news, we break down. Well, we don't break down. We just talk about the top box office hits from the previous weekend. On last weekend was February 28th through March 2nd. And coming in with the top 5 movies in the top box office hits, we've got Dog Man at number 5. Fantastic family movie. Took my kids to see it. They love the books. And even if you're an adult, you're going to love it because it's wacky and wild. And if you want something that's going to shock you that you never even thought that your kids were reading, something it's fantastic. So example, the opening scene is the origin of Dog Man. It's a cop and his favorite puppy is his partner, right? And all of a sudden he's chasing the bad guy and a big explosion happens. And then the guy is in the hospital, bandaged up face, and the dog, his body is all bandaged up. And the doctors say, well, this guy's face doesn't work anymore. Well, this dog's body doesn't work. Hey, I got an idea. Let's take the dog's head and put it on the guy's body. And it just catches you by surprise, and you love it. Gotta love it. So check out Dog Man. We got Paddington in Peru, another family movie at number 4. We got The Monkey at number 3. We got Last Breath at number 2, and Captain America: Brave New World And number one, no shocker there, but The Monkey. So is The Monkey supposed to be like the Stephen King novel?
Yeah, it
Monkey
is.
Shines?
No,
Yes.
no, no. It's not. It's like a short. It's a lot of people think it's Monkey Shines, but it's based on just a short story Stephen King created. That's similar, but not.
Ah, have you seen it yet?
I have not, but I know that they were forced to change the chimes to a drum because Disney owns the rights to a monkey who has that instrument. Apparently.
Oh, fantastic. Love
Yeah,
it. Yeah. Gotta love Disney.
that Disney machine.
That's it. And coming in over on Twitch for the most games watched over the last 7 days, we've got Counter-Strike at number 5. We've got number 4, League of Legends. Number 3, Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 2, Monster Hunter Wilds. And number 1, Just Chatting. And that's where I hang out a lot. I have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/real life perspective. I play a lot of vintage movies on that. I say vintage. Oh, gosh, I'm so old. 80s and 90s movies. And sometimes Monday nights, I'll even play Monday Night Nitro, guys. I'll play some old wrestling. Yeah, some old episodes on there. And if you're into that, make sure you go check me out over at real life or twitch.tv. And there you go. That's my plug for that. And then the movie fact of the Real News segment, guys. In the movie Candyman, 1992, Tony Todd negotiated a fee of $1,000 for each time he was stung during a bee scene. Guess how much he walked away with that? He walked away with $23,000. That's a lot of stings, man. That's a lot of stings.
That's a great manager too, agent or whatever.
Yeah, no kidding, right? No kidding. Absolutely. Oh, good deal, man. So that is going to wrap up your Real News. Let's say hello in the chat. Jasmine giving you the big hearts there, buddy. And then we've got the chat saying, I hear it's good, actually. What's good? The monkey?
Probably
the monkey. Yeah. Yeah, you got to help me catch up because I'm always looking one way and then I catch up on the chat about 2-3 minutes later.
Gotcha.
Good deal, man. So let's get all right, man. How are you at trivia? You like trivia?
Really depends on what we're trivia-ing about. If it's math, probably not going to do that well.
Okay, let me take those out of there then real quick. Hang on.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, it's a bunch of random stuff across the board.
Cool.
But I got some horror lined up because we are talking about 90s horror tonight, guys. How about this? What is the name of the summer camp where Friday the 13th takes place?
Oh, man, if I can't get that, I mean, it's definitely Camp Crystal Lake.
Camp Crystal Lake is correct, ladies and gentlemen. And everybody in the chat, feel free to chime in as well. We would love to hear your answers. What is the name of the possessed young girl in The Exorcist?
Oh, that's Reagan.
Reagan is correct.
I don't know her last name, but it's definitely Reagan.
I know it started with an S, though. Samsonite.
I was way off.
Here's a tough one because I don't even remember. This one's been on the list for a while. What state does the Blair Witch Project take place in?
Ooh, I want to say Maryland.
I gotta Google that.
I want to say Maryland. I might be wrong, but I think it is Maryland.
Let's take a look. Let's see if anybody in the chat can answer that.
I was really hyped about that movie. First movie that actually really scared the crap out of me because when that came out, there was a lot of hype that was real.
Yeah, nobody knew if it was real or not, right?
Yeah, it was a lot like before social media. So,
and I remember reading somewhere, I don't know how true it is, but at the end, the final shot that you see, supposedly the cameraman accidentally knocked the camera, but you were supposed to actually see the Blair Witch at the very end.
Really?
But, yeah, and that was just a glitch where they're like accidentally, and they're like, "Oh well, we missed the shot." I don't know. That's probably hogwoggle.
I kind of like that though.
Yeah, that would be cool. I love that. I love to keep that mystery going.
Right. Yeah.
We got Michelle coming in with, is that how you pronounce it? Michelle, right?
Michelle.
Michelle. Marilyn is correct. Very good.
Aha. There we go.
You guys nailed it. Oh, this is a good one. Who plays Pennywise in the 2017's It?
2017, Bill Skarsgård, who
Very
also
good.
plays Nosferatu.
That's correct. Very good. Check out the brain on Brad. Very good. I haven't seen Nosferatu yet. I've heard it's a slow burn. I don't know if I could sit through it.
Yeah.
I sat through The Northman, and it's the same director. And I get it. There's a lot of historical, significance to it, but I don't know. I don't know if I could sit through it. I mean, did you like it?
I liked it. It is one of those movies where it's not, if you coming into it wanting like a gory, scary movie, you're gonna be disappointed. It's good. It's not the greatest I've seen. I haven't seen The Northman though. Is it? How's that?
It's about Vikings, right? With Eric. Eric, who is Skarsgård? Oh no, wait. Who's the other Skarsgård brother? Not Bill. But the other one who was in like True Blood and
I know who you're talking about. And he played Tarzan, right? That's that.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So he played in the whatchamacallit? He was in The Northman, and it was I didn't care for it. I thought it was weird. It had Ethan Hawke in it, and there was some weird stuff. There was like, you're gonna become a man. We have to fart, and they're in a cave, and they're like farting and stuff, and they spoke like, and my brother, he'll attest to this.
Mm-hmm.
That they kind of speak in very like Shakespearean dialogue the whole movie. So it's it, to me, I didn't think they were very that intellectual back then. They're Vikings, they're brutes. They come in, and then they're coming in, "Hath thou brought thou tea?" I don't know.
Kind of going against what you think a Viking is altogether.
Correct. And but whatever. A lot of people liked it. Really, really beautifully shot. I will say that. I love the tone of it, and it's so. Anyways, Nosferatu is the same. It's got that dark blue, tone and everything. That's cool, man. That's cool.
He definitely has like a unique, cool shooting style as far as like making movies. It's definitely, if that's not your thing, you're not gonna like any of his movies because he just like paces and it's kind of slower,
Totally. We got a couple comments coming in here. Sean, your Game Boy watch is awesome. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
What, a Game Boy watch?
I love the Game Boy.
Cool.
Because when we were growing up, me and Chad, Viking version, what's Chad say? Viking version of Macbeth. Yeah, that's a good way to put the movie.
Okay.
The Northman. So very good. Good job. But yeah, me and Chad grew up with a Game Boy, and I'll never forget, the only two games I remember ever having were Tetris and Mortal Kombat. And dude, I remember because Mortal Kombat was it, man. That's what you wanted to play. And I remember loving playing it on that little Game Boy. Because I don't think we had it. I don't think we had a Super Nintendo yet. We just had an old school NES. And because they didn't put Mortal Kombat on the NES, right? It was the Super NES. And so
it was the Super, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to go down to me and my cousin in Queens. We would go to our local pizza shop and just put our quarters on the machine and just wait our turn. Like a bunch of kids would just be in the pizza shop that had Mortal Kombat before it came out on console. And you just wait your turn, man. You put your quarters up there and just wait. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why I had to get this Mortal Kombat 2 arcade from Arcade 1-Up, is because that's the one that gave me the most nostalgia. We would go to the bowling alley, and of course we didn't really have quarters, so I just remember walking up and just watching the trailer play like it's playing right back in the behind here.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Just loving watching it. And I was like, oh, who's this Baraka guy? All these cool new characters, and just trying. And of course, I'm still a slow reader. And whenever they pull up the stories like they are right now in the background over there, they give you like 10 seconds to read, a whole page of. So I'll get reptile is a half amphibious. Oh wait, it switched. Okay, I missed it. I don't know. That's all I know. He's a half amphibious something. On to the next. Who directed acclaimed horror movies Get Out and Us?
Oh, that's with the Key and Peele dude. What's his damn name? Everybody's yelling at me right now. He's from Key and Peele. I can never remember his name.
You got Peele right.
Jordan Peele.
There you go. There you go. Very good. Hey, you got Boness26 in the house. Says, "What's up, everyone? Love Cousin Creep."
Yo, yo, yo. Cousin Creep is coming out later this year.
We got Bayside Queens. Holla.
Holla, Bayside. That's where I used to play Mortal Kombat back over in Bayside.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember the Bayside Tigers and Saved by the Bell. That's the only Bayside I ever knew.
Yeah, I always wondered. I was like, are they in Queens? They're not in Queens. This doesn't look like Queens at all.
Definitely. We've got Fabiana Rufino in the house saying, great artist. Great artist. There you go.
There you
go. Well, welcome in, Fabiana, to the Real Life Perspective Show. Happy to have you here. Let's see. Next question. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's go here. You know what? I got some fun movie quotes here for you. I lined up for us tonight. These will be good. I even give you guys multiple choice. All right. Let's see.
This will be fun. I'm usually awful with movie quotes, so this is where you might get me.
I think with the multiple choice, I used to leave off the multiple choice for these, but I think you'll get these, no problem. All right, here we go. I'm right and you're wrong. I'm big and you're small, and there's nothing you could do about it. Is that the Bee Movie, School of Rock, The Longest Yard, or Matilda?
Oh man, can you say it one more time?
I'm right and you're wrong. I'm big and you're small, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I want to say Matilda.
Yep, that's right. Danny DeVito. that's my best Danny DeVito impression.
You really helped me out there with that Danny DeVito impression. I gotta say.
Yeah, I was trying to. Matilda is correct. Michelle got it in the house. Way to go.
Nice.
Oh, here's a great one. I love this movie. It's so great. In conclusion, may I remind you that it does not say RSVP on the Statue of Liberty. Is that The Devil Wears Prada, Uptown Girls, Clueless, or The Princess Diaries?
Is it Clueless?
Clueless is correct.
Yes.
When she's up there giving the speech. I forget what the speech was about.
What, Claire, right? Yeah.
She's at the front doing something.
Not Claire, Cher, right? That's her name? Cher.
Yeah, sorry, Cher. Claire. I'm just rolling with you. I got your back, man. I got your back.
Thank you.
we're in it together. Get busy living or get busy dying. Is that Shawshank Redemption, Titanic, The Green Mile, or Almost Famous?
Oh man, what were the choices?
Get busy living or get busy dying. Is it Shawshank Redemption, Titanic, The Green Mile, or Almost Famous?
Is it Shawshank?
It is Shawshank. Good old Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. Yeah, he's great.
He is great. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. Do I even need?
Oh,
let's that one out. Do I even need to tell you that multiple choice on that one? Dude. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Dumb and Dumber.
Close. Same actor.
Is it Ace Ventura?
It's Ace Ventura. Very good.
It is? Okay. I got my Jim Carrey's mixed up.
Yeah. Where he's in the pool looking for Snowflake. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Snowflake!
Why do you care about Snowflake? I'm Skits Velvet.
Such a great movie. I really want him to make another one. I really do, but I'm just worried it'll suck.
He cracks me up, man, because I remember like a couple years ago when he said, "I'm done. I am enough." You know, he would quote unquote retire from acting, and then he comes back to do Sonic 2.
Yeah, now he's making 30 more Sonic movies.
Yeah. Well, did you see Sonic 3?
I did not.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's great. Keanu Reeves is in it. He's Shadow. And it's awesome. And
that's awesome.
And Jim Carrey's in it, obviously. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, he does a great job in it. But
my son told me it was peak cinema, as the kids say. That's what he said to me.
Indeed, I agree with that. I agree with that statement. Fish or food? I mean, fish or friends, not food. Is that Finding Nemo, Shark's Tale, Homeward Bound, or a Goofy movie?
Oh man, this. I've got to guess over here. Unless somebody in the comments, I need a lifeline because I don't know if I got that one.
You're going to phone a friend?
Phone a friend. Anybody got any? I'm going to go with the first person who has any kind of idea.
Oh, Michelle is ashamed of you, Steven. Steven, you missed the Ace Ventura quote. This was literally our childhood. And she is your phone a friend for Finding Nemo is the answer.
It is.
Big shark. Yeah. Remember Bruce the big shark. He's like, fish or food, friends,
right.
not
that's
food.
Right.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. You're doing fine. You're doing fantastic, though. Oh, this one's good. This one's good. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Is that Dodgeball, Lord of the Rings, Anchorman, or Pulp Fiction?
That's Dodgeball.
Yeah. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Oh, I love those characters that he plays. Those just short, creepy bad guy characters that Ben Stiller.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. What's Bones26 says that this guy sounds old. Quarters? I don't get the reference. I missed that one. Shakaka, says the Chad.
Guano.
Yeah, Guano bowls. Collect the whole set. Dodgeball's correct, guys. Dodgeball is the right answer. And then finally, hello, Amanda. You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game. Is that Good Will Hunting, Hook, Saw, or Scary Movie?
That's Saw.
Yeah. It sounds so much different when you say it so peppy like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know. It's like, who is this guy? At first, it was sounding like Scream, but I was like, who's Amanda? And then Saw came into mind there.
Hello, Amanda.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to change it up. Very good, guys. Let's see. What's Chad say? A Globo Gym, we're better than you, and you know it. At Globo Gym, yeah.
Did you ever see that movie with the Boy Scouts back in the early 90s? Heavyweights. He is the same bad guy in that movie.
Totally. Absolutely. I still go back in Dodgeball when he's like, you want that donut, don't you? He's got the shockers hooked up to his nips.
He's so great.
Yeah, for sure. I love the Saw movie, says Nunchuck. Yeah, those are really good movies. That was some of the best well-written, like a franchise that was so well written that they connected so well together and they tied it all together at the end. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Huge puzzle. Bushwhack was fantastic with Daniel Stern. Oh, love that movie.
Great movie. Underrated movie.
For sure. Daniel Stern is underrated, man. He's
brilliant. He's such a brilliant comedy actor, man. Like that scene in Home Alone 2 when he gets hit in the head with the brick. I probably laughed at that as a kid like 20 times and just kept rewinding it.
Yeah. Harry. Love it. Okay, well, I want to do this. I have not done this in a while. So let me find it. Where is it? Why can't I read? Oh, that's right. I put it up front. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna do a quick unboxing, guys. So I was highly addicted to shopping on Whatnot, and now it's switched over to District, like I was telling you guys. And I have some boxes in my closet still from Whatnot from probably 6 months ago. So I have no idea what is in some of these boxes, but this is a big one, and it's been sitting here for a while. So let's take a look. Let's open it up and see what we got inside. What do you think, guys? You want to see what's in it?
Let's do it. I'm taking a peek at the camera over here. I'm just jumping in to look.
Yeah. Let's see. Man, they tape this thing up really good. And my blade is looking super dull. Where's the... There it is. There we go. Now we're cooking with bacon grease. What is in this box, guys? What is in here? It's bubble wrapped, whatever it is.
All right, taking care of it. Taking care of it.
Oh, no way. I totally forgot about this thing. I can't believe I forgot about this. Oh. Okay. And of Matchbox. I never would have thought Matchbox would own this, make this. So check this out, guys. It is a Freddy Krueger, like a dress-up doll kit. Yeah, you change him. You can put on a mask. You can put on his gloves and his sweater.
It's an action figure?
Yeah, it's like an old school G.I. Joe style, you know, like the old school ones, like the bigger ones.
Oh my God.
But with a rubber mask of, you know, Freddy Krueger, and you put it on him to where he obviously gets burned up. It's got the glove in here, and it's got the sweater and the rest of his gear on there. So you can actually dress up Freddy from being a normal pedophile to a oh, look, they do other things too. Cool. They've got like Frankenstein, Dracula, and the alien guy, Xenomorph. How cool is that?
Wow. I wish I knew this was a thing when I was a kid, because that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was made by Matchbox. I thought Matchbox just did cars.
I need to find those for my little horror corner here now.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. I completely forgot about that. Oh, man. See, that's kind of half the fun of, you know, leaving stuff in the closet for a long time. You never know what you're going to get.
Absolutely.
Get me off solo here. Let's go back to seeing you, big screen. There we go. Nunchuck says that sketch is looking awesome.
Thanks, dude.
Let's check in on you. Let's get you full screen here and see what's going on. Oh, man. It's exciting.
Coming together.
Yeah, I still can't tell who it is, but loving it, man. Loving it very much.
Thanks, dude.
Let's see. Yo, that Freddy is awesome. I want one, says Nunchuck. Yeah. It is cool. I can't wait to. I got to post that on my Instagram. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram where I post upcoming more live streams. I don't go every Friday. You know, sometimes I want to hang out with the family and just take a Friday night off. But make sure you follow me on Instagram, and that way you know when the next live stream is. Or just follow me here. Obviously, subscribe to me on YouTube, and I try to post flyers on the community post page too as well. So there you go. Hey, John, good to see you, man. Me and John both coached our kids in baseball. He was the head coach. I was assistant coach of last baseball season. So welcome in, John. Good to see you, buddy.
Nice.
Let's see. That was discontinued early because they didn't want Max associated with Freddy. Who's Max? Max FX. What is Max FX? MAXX.
I'm not sure.
I don't know what that is.
I'm
Chad, tell us.
The brand? I have no idea. It's a Matchbox, though, right?
Oh, maybe. I didn't think about that. Maybe so. That's cool.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, it's kind of late in the game to it. You did get involved with a horror franchise, so I mean,
yeah, for sure. Oh man, I'm gonna try to read this. I don't know what language it's in. Desafio porretara.
oh,
Kim sabe faz io vivo arasa Steve.
I heard Steve. I got Steve out of that. Thank you. I hope it was
Yes.
nice things about Steve.
It was. It clearly was. I mean, you could see it right there in the writing. It's right there, clear as day.
Nice.
Let's see. Christian Berio, welcome in. Loving the GPK revival art brings me back. There you go.
Hey,
Christian Berio, welcome to the Real Life Perspective Show. Chad says Max was a master of disguises. Apparently wasn't that popular.
Oh, so it was like a character they owned, and he was disguising himself as Creepy Freddy. I got you.
Oh, that makes sense. That totally makes sense.
I guess you don't want your franchise character walking around as a horror villainous pedophile. So,
for sure, Ed. For sure. Let's see. You know what? I say, man, you're coming right along with that sketch, dude. So
yeah.
I think we need to just get right to our topic of tonight.
Sure.
Really quick, but let me pull it back up. So when I had to reboot, I lost all of my windows, so now I got to go back and find everything again. But guys, let's go ahead and start talking about our topic of the night. Let's get our intro. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, tonight we're talking about the top 5 horror movies in our list from 1990 to 1995. So I've got my list ready to go. Do you have your top 5 ready to go?
I am ready to go, man. I've thought about this. I gave it a lot of thought, and I'm happy with what I've come up with.
All right. Well, guess first. We're going to start with your number 5, Steve.
Number 5. Okay, number 5 for me is Misery. And I know that's like a hot take because it's not necessarily a horror movie, but I tried to base this list on what the hell I watched from 90 to 95 that creeped me the hell out. And Misery, Kathy Bates' performance is definitely on that list.
Good pick. Good pick. I love Stephen King. Yeah, great movie. Yeah, super creepy. I mean
the sledgehammer. The sledgehammer.
Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, drop the mic, drop the sledgehammer.
That's all we got to say.
Yeah, everybody remembers that movie. Great storyline. Everybody remember Misery? Who doesn't love that? That's a great pick, number 5. Let's see. So my number 5. Man, what am I going to go with here? I got to really look over my list now. You got me second guessing myself.
It's hard, man. There's a couple honorable mentions I wanted to have for 5 too.
Yeah, we can do some honorable mentions right before we get to 1. How about that? Well, let's go ahead and get 5 through 1, and then we'll do some honorable mentions. You know what? I'm going to do this one. I don't know why. This movie, I loved this movie. I'm just going with the 1990 Leatherface.
Ooh.
So it's just, I love this simple take because I'm into film production. I love doing film production stuff. And I love the introduction to this scene. It's just a long shot of a deserted highway. And in the distance, you see a car like a mile down the road coming over the hills headed your way. And it's just a brother and a sister. You hear the inside, or I guess, are they brother and sister or are they, I don't remember. Maybe they are a couple. But and you hear the conversation. And you just hear the conversation all the way, just one long shot, just super simple. I mean, and the movie had, I I don't remember. Was it Gunnar Hansen? Did he play? Was he? I don't think he was the guy in Leatherface. Played
Who actually? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is that the third one, or is that like It's one of the after two, definitely.
Probably it was after two. It wasn't one with Dennis Hopper.
Okay.
It had the guy. I think. It had Aragon was in it. He was a hitchhiker, cowboy kind of boy. Yeah, Aragon. What's his name? Viggo Mortensen.
Oh,
Viggo Mortensen was in it. Oh, it's fantastic, and it's got the bad guy. Did you ever see the original Dawn of the Dead in the 70s?
Yeah, good one.
The main guy, the big black guy in the movie. That guy. He's in it as just an innocent bystander, just kind of good hero coming along, and Leatherface wasn't like this unstoppable, it was cool because I like movies when it's more realistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a classic. I live a mile from the cemetery where they filmed the opening scene of the movie.
Oh, wow, dude. That's crazy.
It is cool. Oh, you know what? I got to send this to you, Steve. Me and my buddy, Trumpet Master, we did a show called Real Barbecue Adventures, a 5-episode season. And we went to the gas station in Bastrop, Texas, where they filmed where the actual gas station is from the movie.
What?
Yeah, they turned it. It is now this tourist destination where it's you can go inside. They got all kinds of horror merch and memorabilia of all kinds of different horror stuff. And they sell barbecue too. So you can get you some good Texas barbecue. And they got cabins at the back where you can go stay in a cabin behind the gas station, and it's in the middle of nowhere. So it's super cool.
Damn. They must get busy around Halloween, huh?
Oh yeah, they're sold out like January 1st.
That's pretty wild. Up. I can see that.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'll send you the episode. Oh, plus we did a introduction short filming at the cemetery where they filmed the steeple scene. So at the very beginning of the movie, there's a big steeple gravestone, and there's a dead. It kind of looks like a dead skeleton thing with this, silhouette against the sunset in the background, kind of thing. If you go back and look at it, but anyways, I'll send it to you, man.
Yeah, I want to check that out, dude. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, number 5, I'm going with Leatherface, man. It's a really good, just simple story, same kind of premise. Winds up being a crazy family, kind of thing. And anyways, really good movie. Go check it out if you've never seen it.
I gotta check that one out. Yeah, shit.
How about number 4? And that came out in 1990. All right. We're coming up to your number 4, sir.
All right. So for my number 4, I have the remake of Night of the Living Dead. I love the 1990s version. It has Tony Todd in it, who played Candyman. Tom Savini did makeup effects for that movie. It's a great one, man. I really, for me, that was like one of those movies that I saw it when Channel 11 out here was playing horror movies every single night in October when I was like 13 years old. That was probably the first time I saw it, and it was just wow. For me, it was just an amazing thing to see, just the effects and the zombies ripping things apart. It was great. Practical effects, man, are just so cool, and the way that Tom Savini does things is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Tom Savini's a legend for sure. That's a great pick. Chat's coming in with they did other characters in Max. Let's see. Wow, great job. Jasmine says. I think she's talking about your sketch, obviously. And chat says R.A. Mihailoff was Leatherface in part 3. Just a stunt guy. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Cool.
Coming in with the facts real quick. Nice.
That's it. That's my brother for you. He's the only one I really have in my family that we can geek out about this kind of stuff. We know because we grew up watching. We're only 3 years apart, so we grew up watching stuff. And I'll get into a story with my number 1. But that's a great pick, man. Great pick. Okay, my number 4. I think I'm gonna go. This is such. When I googled it, it said it was it said it was horror. So I'm going to go with it. I love this 1990 movie. Kevin Bacon in the movie Tremors.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I love Tremors. It's just a fun another movie in the middle of the nowhere desert kind of feel, you know, and yeah,
great monster movie, man. It's a great, definitely horror. It's a monster movie. It's a classic monster movie.
Totally. And that scene where they have all the ammo with Reba McEntire and the other guy are in the basement, and that thing breaks through, and they use all those weapons on that thing to he finally pulls out the elephant gun and blasts it.
Yeah.
It's a classic, man. Love that flick. So that's going to be my number 3. I mean, my number 4. Okay. We're on to your number 3, sir.
Oh, for number 3, I have Bram Stoker's Dracula. And me and my cousin, Luke, we actually went to see, I think, Rookie of the Year, because we were too young to go. I was too young to go see that movie. And then we snuck in directly after Rookie of the Year to see Dracula. And it really had an impact on me. And I really loved that movie, man. I probably shouldn't have loved that movie at that age, but it probably shaped my little horror mind a little bit. And I really love it.
Dude, that movie rocks, dude. Bram Stoker's Dracula. I mean, I what's in it? Gary Oldman killed that movie.
He was great, dude. He was a solid Dracula, and was more true to the book.
Yes, and I completely forgot about Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder.
That's right.
Both in the movie. Both great actors. I'm rewatching Stranger Things right now to get ready for season 5, and so I love Winona. Oh, I've got some Stranger Things cards I need to rip. I got a whole box that I need to break on a Real Rips episode one of these days coming up. So, yeah.
Dude,
cards.
If anybody from Tops is listening, could you please bring back Fright Flicks? I want to work on those damn cards. I want that more than anything.
Oh,
I
yes.
Really want to work on that.
Fright Flicks are awesome. Yeah, I've ripped some of those on the channel. Those are really fun. They're so silly how they just take like these like crazy scenes from these horror movies, and then they put little. It's almost like Mystery Science Theater 3000. If they were to make quotes at the bottom of them, that's what they do. They put little things making fun of the scene.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like Pumpkinhead, and he's coming through something. He said, "Oh, I left the iron on too hard," or something like that. Crazy stuff like that.
It's such a fun series. Yeah, it's a little like it's funny. It's goofy. It's scary. It's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I actually pulled a Freddy for President this year for election year. Whenever I was ripping those packs. So,
oh really?
Yeah, dude, it was a fitting card. It's him, Freddy for President. It's such a good card, man. It's really good stuff. Yeah. Okay, man. So I'm gonna go with my number 3. I'm going with 1992, guys. I'm going with Army of Darkness.
Ooh, I was torn by putting Misery or that at my top 5. Great pick.
Yeah. Who doesn't love Bruce Campbell? I mean, the whole Evil Dead series is awesome, But that was the first one I saw before I even knew Evil Dead was a thing, because I was too young, I guess, to know what Evil Dead was, or I never heard of it.
Right.
And then we watched Army of Darkness, and then somebody said, "Oh, you got to watch Evil Dead." Well, somebody said, "Well, you know what? Just skip Evil Dead and just watch Evil Dead 2. You don't need to watch Evil Dead 1."
That is, Bruce Campbell, right? The peak Ash, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Army of Darkness rocks. Love that movie. Let's see. Man, we're already to your number 2, dude. Already to your number 2.
So number 2, all right, now we're having fun here. Candyman. I mean,
wow. Candyman, huh?
How do you not have one of the, I mean, what kid didn't go home and like shut the door in his bathroom and try to summon Candyman after they saw that movie with his friends? It's a great one.
I did it, and I was scared. I did it anyway. I didn't care, just so I could prove that movies are fake. They're not real. They're not real. I still had nightmares, though. I sure did.
Just his performance, as you were saying. I mean, like I'm glad he made an extra sum of money for all those dang bees that he shoved in his mouth. But
Yeah.
his voice, that low voice, man, he's so good. He's so good.
Yeah. He's a great voice actor too. He's done, well, man, he's done so many different things. He wasn't Spawn, but there was some, I think he did, he was in the new Masters of the Universe Revolution, I think. I forget which character he played. I think so. I think he was he Scareglow? I think he was Scareglow. Because Hordak was the dad from the guy who did the voice of Hordak was the dad from he was in The Thing, but I always know him from the dad from There's Something About Mary. You know, how'd you get the beans above the Franks? You know, that guy. So he did but Candyman's a great pick, dude. Great pick. I remember freaking out about that, and then the story of how Candyman became Candyman, you know.
It's really
that whole scene where they're trying to do the cop lineup, and they're like, okay, say the line, and he's like, you're looking for Candyman. I hear you looking for Candyman. Like saying it over and over and over. That scene stuck with my head. And then the little kid telling the story about how somebody got their wee woo cut off and threw it in a toilet. I mean, that was just graphic. I was just like, what? They found it floating in the toilet. Those are the things that scarred me as a kid. And I probably shouldn't have been watching this stuff. I think it was in middle school. It was in middle school when this came out.
Watched way too many things that I shouldn't have as a kid, for sure. It kind of probably directed me towards drawing things like this, but you know, that's great.
It's good stuff. Number 2 for me. Wait, you gave me your number 2. Okay, my number 2 is going to be Stephen King's It.
Ooh! Yes. Wow!
Yeah. So you got the same reaction that I did for your Candyman, because I loved the TV movie because I was there when it premiered. Obviously, you were too when it premiered, and we had to wait. After the first half premiered, you had to wait like a week or two before they even showed the second part of it, man. And such a great series, such a great cast. And I just love the way they did it, the way they kept bouncing back and forth between them as they're grown-ups and then when they're back when they're kids. And I love the 50s era, you know. I just love that look. And they did a great job with the period piece, you know. And,
I got to ask you, did you like the remake, or how did you feel about the remake?
The remake was fantastic because I read the book. And the book, it had so many more references from the book that if you pay attention to, that I really loved. The only thing I think everybody can agree with this, the ending, like it was too much. Like just like the original TV movie, everything was great up until you finally saw the big spider at the end. You're like, what? What is this big spider thing? And then the same thing with this one, like, whoa, it's a big spider thing, but it's him, like with his head on it. And then how they're able to defeat him was so, like, I mean, like at least in the TV movie they knocked him over and stabbed him and pulled out his guts, you know, and everything. They're here, they're just like, go away, you don't exist, you know, like
just insulting him like he's on a school bus until he withers away.
That's right. He's on Kill Tony, you know. I mean, it's a roast. It was the roast of Pennywise. The roast of Pennywise ultimately destroyed him, you know. But I loved it up to that point, you know. I thought it was fantastic. They really went deep with the characters. Like I said, a lot more references from the book that I recognized and picked up on. So good. Yeah. Overall, I think Bill nailed it. His version was still creepy. You know, did you hear about that whole scene with his eyeball? You know, so when right at the beginning when he's, you know, taunting Georgie or getting ready to eat him or whatever, right. The director said, okay, we're gonna have to spend about $20,000 on a digital effect to get your eyeball, because I really want it to look like you're looking at one of your eyes is looking at Georgie and the other one is looking at the camera. So you're looking at the audience in that scene.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, "Oh, you don't have to do that. My eyes drift anyway, naturally like that." And so his eye drifted. Go back and rewatch that opening scene with Georgie.
Are you serious?
And for real. That's him because his eye drifts. He's got like the drifty eye syndrome or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, dude, Bill Skarsgård, he's a fantastic actor. I thought he did a great job as Pennywise. What do you think about it?
There's something super unsettling about that drifting eye in Pennywise, by the way. So yeah, it's very cool. The nuances that they put into that character, brilliant. I thought the first one was absolutely brilliant. I loved everything they did. It's like Goonies mixed with Stranger Things cranked up to 10. Like it was great to me. Second one, I liked it. I didn't like it as much as the first one, but I loved the scary effects in there, and Pennywise still just being great. So yeah, it was a cool series. Absolutely.
And you're right about that. I like that they changed it from the 50s to the 80s, and the New Kids on the Block, remember when the girl he's got a crush on, Beverly Marsh, she closes the door and looks behind. He's got the New Kids on the Block poster, and he's just like, oh no.
Oh yeah. I grew up in a house with all women. Like I lived with my cousins. They all had New Kids on the Block stuff. Like my uncle would come home from work. He'd give them New Kids on the Block. I'd get some Garbage Pail Kids, like the trading cards.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome, man. I got some New Kids on the Block trading cards. I bought a box of Where's Waldo trading cards, and the seller sent me the wrong thing. And they sent me a whole box of New Kids on the Block. I'm like, I didn't want this. So I do them on like giveaways and stuff. I give them away sometimes, and I gave some to my wife, of course, and anybody who's in them New Kids on the Block.
So cool.
Wow. Yeah, that's good stuff. Man, we're down to our number one pick of all time, 1990 to 1995 horror movies. Let's hear it, Creepy Steve. What is your number one?
All right, before I do that, I don't know. I finished this up. I don't know if you want to check it. Wait,
we ready to show? Okay, let's reveal who we got here.
This
all
is
right.
Barf and Bart. Here you go. On the
beautiful Barf and Bart, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think? Come on, let them know in the comments. Tell them in the chat, people. Tell them what it looks like. I think it looks amazing, man. I think it looks fantastic.
If somebody wants it, let me know. I'll send it over to you.
Dude, that's great.
Yeah. Hit me up in whoever I read first from Instagram or X, wherever you're on. I'll send you this. Sign the back. There you go.
That's so super cool, man. Thanks for doing that. Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
That is so good. Nunchuck says. Here you go. Perfecto, Fabiano. See, we know that word. We know that one at least. Yeah. He missed his mouth, says Barf and Bart. I mean, it says.
He totally missed it. Yeah, totally missed it.
Yeah, that's great stuff, man. Oh, love it, dude. Love it. Yeah, that was sweet, dude. All right.
Thank you. So, number one. Okay, I was torn again. Really wanted to. I'm just gonna mention that I really wanted to put Child's Play because the impact that because the impact that Chucky had on horror is just he's still around making things. But People Under the Stairs.
Oh yeah,
one of those movies kind of flew under the radar. Super good, kind of funny, kind of disturbing. It's got that guy from Hellraiser who keeps calling his sister mommy, or they kiss. I don't know what their relationship was. Really weird. They're trying to hunt down this kid who's who's sneaking into the house. He's sneaking through the walls and finds all these creepy monster type people living in the walls of the house, and just a great, as the kids say, peak cinema.
That was Roach. Roach was his
Roach name. Without the tongue.
That's it, Roach. And do you know who that actor was by chance?
He was in a lot of commercials in the 90s. I know that. He was in a lot of
Got Milk, and remember he was the Aaron Burr under, He was in Twister.
Was he in like a movie, like as a different character?
In a movie, he was in two movies. Well, he was in Never Been Kissed. He was in Twister, the first one with Bill Paxton.
First one.
Yeah, he was one of his crew members. And then he was also in That Thing You Do for a Minute.
That's right. Was he the annoying guy in the crowd?
That's it. You're a jerk, Ken. Eat my shorts, Ken. That's it. His name is Sean Whalen. Sean Whalen. Yeah, wow. Sean Whalen's great, man. He's a great guy. I actually got a cameo from him, giving me a shout out, and he's a really nice guy. Really nice kid. But yeah, Roach. He was Roach. That's where he was. It was. Yep. But I remember him from the Got Milk commercial where he was a security guard. Remember? And the radio's playing, and it says, "For $1 million, who shot?" He's a security guard in a museum, and right behind him is the picture of Alan Burr, and he's shooting. Who shot Alexander Hamilton in the famous duel? And it's Alan Burr. It says it right there on the painting. And he tries to call, but he just stuffed his mouth with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And he's like, "Oh, what was that? Got milk? Got milk?"
Yeah, the '90s Got Milk commercials, man. Wow. Oh, by the way, Jordan Peele, I think, is remaking that one too. Apparently, People Under the Stairs.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would.
I can see that be trippy. Hey, Christian says, "Nice work, Creepy Steve. That was quick."
Thanks, man.
Hey, you got that done quick, man. They did. That was GPK Vinny was on here. I think it took. I think it was at least an hour. To do it. Good job, man. That looks good. Yeah. My number one, you said it. It's on your list, and I have to bring it up because this one's all nostalgia for me. Again, it's the 1990 version of Night of the Living Dead. So picture Stranger Things.
Where'd I have that?
The small town. I'm from a small town in Texas. And me and my brother, we didn't have Blockbuster. We just had the movie shop, is what it was called. And our favorite go-to pizza place. We had a Pizza Hut, but we had what's called a Mr. Getty's here in Texas. I don't know if you guys have those up there, but Mr. Getty's Pizza was always our go-to. So you gotta understand, we were teenagers, and I think I was probably 10 or what was 1990? Dude, I wasn't even a teenager yet when I have this memory. So we didn't have cars. We were too young to drive. It was the summer, and our parents would just go to work and let us stay home. And we would ride our bikes around town, and we'd ride up to the movie shop, and we went to pick out a movie. It was me, him, and I remember, I think Dusty Leopold was the third of our trio that day. And right next to the movie shop was Mr. Getty's Pizza. And we ordered, because we didn't really, I don't know if we couldn't afford a full pizza, but we just decided to order a bunch of cheese sticks. So we ordered Mr. Getty's cheese sticks, and their ranch is like signature. It's perfecto, as Fabiana would say. It's bomb, dude. It's bomb stuff. So absolutely. So that brings back the memory, and then we'd ride home, and I just remember eating cheese sticks and popping in that VHS, and watching that movie. We just wanted cheese sticks, as chat. Yeah, there you go. So
just wanted the cheese sticks, man.
Maybe we could have afforded the pizza. We just wanted cheese sticks. But yeah, let's see. Layla says, "Night of the Living Dead, my very, very number one too." So there you go. Right on. Awesome. Love it. So that is my number one. Love this movie. It still holds up too. And
absolutely, man.
I think I read that Tom Savini actually was on the set of the original, right?
Really?
I think he was on the set of the original, helping with stuff with George Romero. Wow. Because he helped with Friday the 13th too. Did you know that?
Yes.
He helped. He was the he did so many effects, like the Kevin Bacon, the classic.
I heard him talking about like developing that one effect, and it was so the little nuances and the details that he thinks about, just creating like that whole death scene with Kevin. It's just great to listen to him.
It really is.
Yeah, he's got a great mind for that stuff.
He does, and he brought up the scene where if you go back and rewatch it, whenever the mom gets decapitated at the end, that's his hands. His hands.
Oh,
he's
really?
he's like wearing a wedding ring and everything on his hands, and his hand. You see his hairy hands and everything in the shot, because the head is like if the head is gone and it's just reaching for these hands are reaching for the top of an empty head. So it's a fun fact about that.
Like I'll do it.
Yeah, absolutely. But man, what a great list, dude! What a great sketch. We got one more thing to do before we get out of here, guys. And I promised this earlier, and we're gonna do it. So we do on this show, the Real Life Perspective Show, we do a lot of card ripping, as we said earlier. And right now we're gonna do some real rips, is what it's called.
Nice.
Let me get it set up, and let's get this party going. All right, let me see if turn that down. Where did I get that echo from? Oh, there it is. Got it. Fixed it. Amateur hour over here. Okay, there's the backdrop here. Everything.
Loving the stickers, by the way. Really cool. Snick you got there. Ghostbusters. Really cool. Ultimate Warrior.
This was my original logo. I had this logo for the longest time. I just put it piece to piece. It took me probably a week to put this thing together, and then because that's what my channel is all about. Everything that's nostalgic to me. I mean, it's fun to just go back and look at this stuff. But then I got to realizing, well, when you look at my logo, you can't really tell what my channel is, right? You just see a bunch of random characters, and it says on my shirt, Real Life Perspective, but you can't really. So it wasn't until like a month ago that I rebranded and changed my logo to what it is now. So I'm trying to see if there's a way we can get. There we go. That's what we need. There we go.
There you go.
We're going to go with some 90s card packs tonight, starting with the good old Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Did you like the Power Rangers growing up?
Yeah, that was a cool, like the original. Like I was at that age where we didn't admit that we watched it, but we kind of did,
Same, man. Absolutely. I feel you on that, man. So these are from 19 Guilty Pleasures, man.
Absolutely. I mean, the Green Ranger was cool, but Tommy, he was pretty badass.
He stole the show. But it's crazy to go back and actually, if you listen to the drama that happened with those guys. So
really?
Yeah, dude. Apparently, Saban like lowballed them with their pay, right?
Oh, those sons of bitches.
Yeah, so they basically were paid nothing for the whole first season. And then the second season, they saw it was like the #1 TV show in America. And then Jason, Trini, and Zach, the actors, I forget their names in real life. Austin St. John. Oh, what's the other people's names? I forget. They said, let's group up together and go tell them that we want more money. I said, yeah, let's do it. And then the day it came, Kimberly, Tommy, and who else was there? Billy, David Yost, all said, you know what? We decided we're just going to tough it out.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you're going to say. And that's when they hired new actor.
And that's when they decided to leave the show. Because if they would have all band up and like threatened to quit, I'm sure they could have got like higher raises or anything. But then, of course, that's when they brought on the movie, like right before the movie happened. That's when they left. So I know. But
fun fact, I got to do. I did a little bit of security for events, and I got to do security for the Red Ranger. Great guy. He was really nice.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Austin St. John. That's awesome. Yeah, I like that dude. I like that they stood up for themselves. I mean, they were young kids getting taken advantage of. So
yeah, of course.
I more power to them for standing up and leaving. I would have done the same if I probably wouldn't have had Guts if I was 21 years old, because he was young. I think he was underage when they first started the show.
All right.
Yeah, like 17 or something. But here we go, guys. This is series 2 of 1994 Saban's Power Rangers. Here they are hanging out at the, what is it, Ernie's bar? Was it Ernie? Was his name, I think?
Yeah.
Good old Bulk and Skull.
Bulk and Skull. Great names.
Yeah. Best combo ever. Best combo. They're still running around, man. They're still doing stuff together.
They got to be doing cons and stuff, I bet you, together.
Mm-hmm. Here's the principal, and I don't know who that is, but some kind of food fight.
Yes. Love the bright border on these cards, by the way. Really cool.
Yeah, they're cool. That is neat. This was actually, I won this in a giveaway over on DibDit. So they do a lot of giveaways over there too. If you ever just want to just hang out, and if you have impulse control and not want to bid on stuff and spend all your money.
It's on Whatnot?
It's on Whatnot. Well, there's Whatnot, but then there's a new one called District. But
okay.
Just look up dibdit.com. DibDit, and it's new enough to where there's not like 300 people hanging out in a Whatnot live stream to where you're going to get bid up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For every little thing that you want to buy. But yeah, dibdit.com. Here we go. We got the Red Ranger over here. Here's the origin, guys. This is where it all began. There's the astronaut spaceship on planet wherever they were. Where were they? The moon? I forget where they
remember.
They open up Rita's capsule there. Oh, there's Ernie himself. Good old Ernie.
Oh, that's cool.
Heard he passed away not too long ago. Oh, look at this. We got the Green Ranger.
Nice pull, nice pull.
That is a nice pull. That's a good one. Oh, look, this one's got the
whoa
border on it. Oh, what was this guy's name? I forget this guy's name.
Oh, that's one of the henchmen. One of her henchmen, right? One of her minions. Yes.
Squat is what it says on the back. Squat. Good old Squat, man.
He looks like a squat. Definitely looks like a squat.
He does look like a squat. Love it, dude. Those are your 1994 Power Rangers cards, guys. Coming up next, we got to go with the 1995 Mortal Kombat movie cards, guys.
Movie cards.
By Skybox. Yeah, what do you think about that? What do you think's in here? What do you want to see?
To see what you got in here.
I've done a few rips of these on the channel already, but I love these cards. And, we're looking for red and regular embossed foil cards, which I don't see any in this. I always check the back. So I do the same with the Garbage Pail Kids because I just look for the numbered ones to save those for last. Because I can't tell from the front other than it's a border, right? That we look for on the borders.
Yeah. Well, this year they changed the hits. The numbers are in the front now.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah. My buddy Franken rips. And I saw you pull, you were ripping some on a live stream not too long ago on your Instagram too.
Yep.
But here you go, man. Here is just the setup. This was an arena fight. I think this is where Goro fought Art, Johnny Cage's friend, his buddy. Remember?
I think you're right.
Oh, dude, this is great.
Oh,
do you remember the animated movie?
I don't remember the animated movie.
So, hang on.
Was it like PG-13? Was it R? Was it bloody?
No. It was, hang on. I got it right here. So, oh, not that one. That's the movie. I grabbed the wrong one.
Watching these characters on your old logo. It's just so cool.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, Ultimate Warrior was my favorite in the 80s, and then the 90s. My favorite wrestler was Sting.
Sting, his old tag team partner from back in the day. Wait,
that's right. I never knew that. I never knew that until recently.
I'm a wrestling nerd. I'll come up with all sorts of stuff.
That's great, dude. That's great. I love WCW is my jam, man. As far as like Monday Night Nitro. But this is the Mortal Kombat animated video. This was a promotional video for the movie.
Really?
Right before the movie came out. they released this, and I remember going to my local Walmart and thinking this was the movie. Wow, it's not even out in theaters. I can buy it now. Well, I bought it, and it's this amazing animated movie where it just tells a story basically just like the movie, and it doesn't get to the tournament. It's just the pre-tournament stuff, everything that happened before the tournament, right? So basically the same thing where they meet Scorpion and Sub-Zero on the boat, and then Shang Tsung is running his mouth, and Raiden's explaining to them that you're the. But what's cool about this, it gives you the origin of Mortal Kombat itself.
Oh, that's cool.
And these are the fight scenes. The fight scenes were like these really poor 3D type animations, but wow. The rest of the movie is in this kind of animation format. So it's really cool, man. And that's what Johnny Cage, what you expected him to look like.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's pretty awesome.
And as Baraka was in the show, because in the movie I was reading that they didn't have the budget to make a bunch of Barakas, so they just got a bunch of muscle-bound dudes in ninja masks as the goons in the movie. You remember how they're just like, now it takes for things to come.
Yeah, didn't they put Baraka in the second one, or was that later?
Yeah. I mean, there's a few of them. Yeah, it's just a big mask that doesn't fit, and it like wobbles.
It's a little weird.
It's wobbly throughout the whole fight scene. It's just terrible. But you know what? I loved it. I loved it just because it showed the characters, right?
Right, exactly.
You know, and I think still to this day, there's a top 5 worst movie lines of all time. And like the number 1 movie line was from Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation, where Katana's storyline is her mother is Sindel, and she runs into her in the movie, and she says, "Mother, you're alive. Too bad you will die."
Yeah, that second one was we'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something else, man. But for the time, we loved it as kids. We didn't care. We didn't care until we got older, became critics.
Yeah, right up there with Garbage Pail Kids for awful, great, bad movies.
I need to rewatch it, man. I found it on like what's it called? Vimeo.
Oh, okay.
Vimeo. I think I found a link for it where you could watch it for free on there. But these were cool too, because they gave you a game card, where they could show you if you want to do this specific move, Sindel Shriek. I mean, that's what's crazy about it, is that these are supposed to be 1995 movie cards, but they have Mortal Kombat 3. So I don't even know when Mortal Kombat 3 came out.
Yeah. And they're giving you the arcade instructions, which is really cool. Not like home console, like arcade.
Yes, absolutely.
That's cool.
And then there's Jax and Sonya hanging out at the boat dock looking for Kano before they changed Kano in the second movie. Here's Sonya and Johnny Cage meeting for the first time. "Hey, guy, you want to get rough? No to you." That Veronica Vaughn.
Oh, he was great.
Oh, yeah, this guy. I mean, this whole movie kills, dude. It's fantastic. It still holds up. You should go back and rewatch it. But this card is like, oh, you know what? Hold on. This is what I wanted to. I think I couldn't tell if this was just a really bad out of focus picture that they took, or if it was an actual sketch card. Far from defeated, but I think no. Just looking at this, it looks like just a really bad out of focus card they put in the box. Yeah. And here's the dragon boat. And then finally, we got Goro, Prince Goro. That's a big dude.
Cool character.
Super cool character. Really cool character. He was hard to beat. In the original game for sure.
He was a pain in the ass.
Yep. There you go. And because you are a Garbage Pail Kids sketch artist, finally, guys, it would not be a real rips if we did not rip at least one pack of these collector's editions. We hate the 90s, guys. My my favorite of all time. I actually got a pulled what my chase card. It's a Zebo card, a numbered Zebo. So I pulled a parallel. The only thing that would make it even better is if I could get an autographed Zebo card. You know, that's my number one. But ladies and gentlemen, these are from 2019. Are really expensive to get. I can't believe
man, that set's a popular set still.
It is. I like the 80s too. The 80s are cool too. I pulled some My Pet Monster cards out of those too, like in the same pack too. I think there's I got both A and B of the base card set in a hit in one of the videos that I did with my kids. I got a number. Woohoo!
There you go,
yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. We'll save that one for last. Oh, dude, I love these collector cards. I just bought a bunch of. I still have a hobby box back there of We Hate the 90s sealed, and I have a bunch of these collectors loose things. And it makes me nervous buying loose packs because it makes me think. Now that I know what I know, I never know if the hits are all out of the packs, the boxes. You know what I mean? That they're sending me just, whatever. But I've had really good luck so far with just these individual packs.
Yeah, it's a real roll of the dice when you're just buying those individual packs out of like a hobby box or something. But yeah, knowing what you know now, yeah, I'm sure.
Coming out of the gate, we got Runny Rob. This is awesome.
That's a good one.
On my last video, I actually pulled this. I don't know if it was the last video, but I pulled this hit. I posted on my Instagram. I pulled a parallel of this guy, but it was called. What do you remember? What the other one is named?
No,
like vanilla.
It
doesn't say. Why didn't it say on there?
Oh, really?
It's weird.
Huh,
it says on the back. It says 1A of 8.
Gotcha.
But I always thought they were on the front for some reason.
Yeah.
But Runny Rob, that's Vanilla Ice, everybody. That's the parody there. The spoof. That's the spoof. We got Bleached Blake.
Yep, I definitely did that in high school back when I had hair. Probably why I'm bald. So
I will say my high school girlfriend, she's the one who bleached my hair for me, so it was less embarrassing. Oh, cool. Terminate. That's my first Terminate. That's cool.
That's a good one.
Yeah, he's on the front of the collector's edition box that I would love to have.
Yeah, he's on out the T1000 right there.
He sure is. I don't know if y'all can see that.
That's great.
Yeah. I'd love to get my hands on a collector's box, but they're running close to $700 for a box. Oh, cool border here. Look at this. This is nice. It's a horizontal flip too. We've got Creepy Carl, guys, with is that dark blue or black? I'm colorblind.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. What is that?
Is that like the Squid Ink or something like that? I forget what they called it. I don't remember. But that's Creepy Crawlers that they're referencing there, right?
Oh, maybe so. Maybe so. Yeah, and like I remember the art on those boxes, the animated kids that they drew were always goofy looking.
Yeah. Yeah, even down to the advertise, like the style of art they had with those kids in the advertisement, it is like spot on. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good. Oh, I missed some stuff in the chat here. Christy says, "Remember the Temu Power Rangers Beetleborgs?" I do.
Yes.
Yeah, Beetleborgs. I didn't watch it, but I was more of a VR Troopers guy. So I remember that. Mortal Kombat 2 comes out in October. Chad says. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I made myself love the new one. Did you see it? Did you see the newer one?
The new movie was great. I loved it. I loved the gore in it too. It was great to see them just kind of go back to the old school ways of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and so Carl Urban's playing Johnny Cage in the new one.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be good, man. I think he's gonna be good.
Yeah, he's great. He's great in The Boys. I just wish their writers would get their act together. Did you watch The Boys?
I need to finish that show. I need to finish that show.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's a fun ride up until the end of the season. You're like, what? Because there's multiple seasons now, you know. Anyways, look at this Jude Costner dancing with wolves.
Oh my God, that's so good.
I've never seen this card before. That's fantastic.
That's a good one, dude.
Yeah, that is a good one. Love it. A froze rose.
Oh, great Titanic reference.
That is good. That is so good. I've never seen that one either.
That's cool.
Glad you finally got some payback. Get her, Jack. Get her, Jack, for knocking you off that door. Buzzed Buzz. What is that?
Buzz the Buzz. Is it just a reference to the beeper?
Maybe. It says Hell 555 or 555-7734. That's got to be something. Who is a Buzz? It's got to be somebody.
It kind of looks like. I got nothing.
And he's holding coffee.
He reminds me of the boss from Office Space, but that was not
a
movie, I don't think.
It's not? You sure? I don't know. Okay, guys, and here comes the parallel hit. Are we ready? Who do we think it is? We got what is that, a red border? Haven't seen that before.
That's your number, huh?
Yeah. Oh, look.
What do you got?
Oh, okay. I know this one. Yeah.
Yes. Great toy.
Yeah. I bought my kids actually have one of these right now.
Cool.
We got pin art, guys. Pin art is our hit. 15 out of 75.
Nice.
Gotta love it, guys. Pin art with that needle from the 80s or the 90s, the needle toy. Chad had one of these growing up, and then I'm trying to describe it because I post these on the Spotify too for anybody just listening in. The pin art, it's that 80s toy with the needles where you can put your face and everything on it, and it would imprint to make the image on the other side. Kind of like, what was the first time we saw it? Was it in the movie Vice Versa? I remember he put his face. Judge Reinhold, was it? He put his face in one.
Yeah.
And he stuck his tongue out at it. I think that was the first time I ever saw one of those things.
I saw it at my cousin's house when I was little. She had one on her desk, and we were just all mesmerized by sticking our face into it. I remember that.
Yeah, everybody loved it. That's what we always did. That's all we did with that thing, man.
Kids today will never understand the simple things of sticking your face on some pins,
That's it. That's right. The simple things, man. It's the simple things. And just like this, I bought this for my kids. I got this off of Dip.
Oh, that's great.
Viewmaster vintage with some cool, these slides and everything in there. But
there's a horror website called Fright Rags, and they make one, and it comes with all horror movie slides that you can put into the Viewmaster thing.
Oh, that's awesome. I've heard of Fright Rags. I've been on there.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. They got some cool stuff.
I was looking for their cards, and the only thing that I could find that actually had packs, because I like to do packs. A lot of these people are doing like the not collectors, the whole set. What is it called? The open box sets, where you can it's just the whole set. You know what I mean? It's not.
There's no refractors. There's no autographs. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
There's no packs, and for me, I gotta have packs. I gotta do packs. But I think Fright Rags is coming out. I don't know if it released yet. I saw it on Big Bad Toy Store. They're selling it there. The Halloween Michael Myers.
I'm here for it. If they're doing Halloween packs, I'm here for it.
For sure, man. Night Gent said, Chad, thanks for coming in tonight and hanging out with us. Horror is my jam. Kazam still gives me nightmares. Kazam, what the?
Is that the one with Sinbad or Shaq? I don't remember who was in it.
So, dude, there's a huge conspiracy going on with that, right? I can't find it. I could have swore that there was a Kazam movie growing up too, and everybody says there is, and because there was also hold on, what's coming in? Yep, yeah, one with Anyways, it's a long story. You've heard about it.
The whole the alternate reality that we're experiencing.
Yes, yeah, we're on a parallel universe that was not in our. Somebody hit a glitch. Somebody hit a glitch somewhere.
Yeah, he filmed that as a joke too. Did you see that? There's like a viral video.
I posted it on my TikTok. I put that clip on there, and I put on the thing saying, hey, did Kazam really happen? Was this real? Was this real? Do you remember this?
Yeah,
Just to
completely
get
trolling people. Just so good.
it's crazy to hear people going nuts in the comments about that stuff, dude. I love hearing people's opinions on things like that because you never know where you're gonna,
There's so many.
discover. Yeah, so much great stuff.
Like
But
Fruit of the
dude,
Looms, the little or the little thingy. People say that doesn't exist. I remember it when I was a kid. The cornucopia thingy or whatever.
cornucopia. That's the word. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
I thought that was a thing, and apparently it never was. I don't believe it.
I'm pretty sure it was. Well, I'll tell you this. I do remember the fruits.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I cannot 100% tell you. I don't know if it's placebo effect trying to tell myself that there was a cornucopia, but I do remember there being fruits. And I remember those silly commercials where there were people dressed up in fruit costumes.
Yes. Yep. I remember that too.
Man, what's another one that was trippy? That there was the Fruit of the Looms,
the Berenstain Bears, something with the bear.
Oh, yeah.
The way it's
That's
spelled.
right. Yeah, Berenstain Bears is what it's supposed to really is, not Berenstain Bears.
Yep.
And then Fruit Loops, the way they spell Fruit Loops is another one.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, the Fruit Loops apparently instead of like spelling it like fruit, they spelled it F-O-R-O-O-T. F-R-O-O-T. Fruit Loops. Yeah. Chad says the miniseries is still my favorite. Can't beat Tim Curry. Okay. Yep. Good pick, Chad. Yeah, it is classic. It's classic. Okay, night, Chad. For real this time. And we'll say goodnight to everybody else joining in with us. We want to thank you all for coming in tonight. But before we head out, guys, let's tell everybody, Creepy Steve, tell everybody what you got coming up, where they can find you, what to look for in this Series 7 Chrome of tops. Everybody. I have 2 boxes I have not opened yet. It would blow my mind if I got one of your sketches, dude. It would like what are the odds of that? Because they're going everywhere. They're nuts now because Topps hasn't put them out anything, right? When was the last time they put out?
People have been going nuts for this revamp. Is they did a lot of really cool stuff in this set that have made collectors who aren't even primary GPK collectors just going crazy for them. So it's really cool to see that kind of collective behavior. Yeah.
I hope Topps sees that, and I hope they continue to make Garbage Pail Kids, man, and bring out more because there is a huge culture now. It's out there, and so Topps, if you're listening, make more Garbage Pail Kids. We want them. But bring back more throwbacks, dude. We want more throwbacks because I think Chrome is more. Are they kind of throwbacks, right? They're throwbacks to the.
They're just a redo of the original Series 7 with some new art and some cool new flavor in there.
Got it.
Series.
Yeah, we want more. We hate the 80s. We hate the 90s. We want more of that stuff, dude. That's the stuff that tickles my fancy.
Yeah.
Me personally. But hey, Steve, tell everybody where they can find you and what you got coming up. 3, 2, 1.
You can find me on all social platforms. I'll be NF Creeps, or just type in NF, the letters NF Creeps, and then or Creepy Steve. I'll probably show up. It's that my eyeballs popping out. You'll see me. You can hit me up on there if you want customs or anything like that, or just follow and hang out because I got a lot of stuff coming out for non-fungible creeps coming up in the future. Slasher babies, my cousin Creep. All that stuff is going to be coming out in the next year. And then more stuff with Topps. So if you like Garbage Pail Kids, stay tuned. There's some cool stuff coming out in the future. So, yeah, that's it.
Beautiful, man. Hey, well, thanks again for coming on tonight. That's an amazing sketch. Let's look at it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at it if you got it there.
There you go. Look at that guy. Just enjoying a nice bowl of his own puke and things. Not even a bowl. He's just enjoying puke and chicken feet and things. There you go.
Love it, dude. That's so good. Fantastic, Steve. All right, man. Well, hang tight for a second. And real life crew and all the guests and everybody out here supporting Steve, go check him out and go support him and buy Topps Chrome Series 7. And let us know if you pull one of his sketch cards. We want to see it. Post it on your Instagram. Tag him at NF Creeps, guys. Go tag them over there, guys. So, but thanks again for everybody for coming out tonight. And we will catch you guys on the next Real Life Perspective show. Steve, give us one of your favorite movie lines, and we'll go out on that. And make it, sell it, dude. Really sell it. Get into it. Ready? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but what do you got? You got anything?
I mean, first thing that comes to mind is Samsonite. I was way off.
Peace out, guys.